Hey peoples, Karina here, coming to you with this video. As you see, the title is below. Yeah, catch this shirt. What goes around comes around. I think it's appropriate for this video and probably the next one too. Cause this shit right here, I don't even know what I'm gonna title it as of right now. But you're watching it, so you're gonna see. I'm finna do 2 videos because I'm fucking I want to say this here before I get into this video. Your creator will never leave you stupid. I promise you. Whatever's going on, you won't be left stupid and unaware of what's going on. If you stay like in good graces, okay? Now, where the destruction unawares come in is when you keep doing stupid shit, and then you think you're getting away with it, then all of a sudden, ba-bam, it hit you. You know what I'm saying? So, whenever you being forewarned about something before it happened and you shown how to counteract it, then consider yourself favored, okay? So, before I get into this video, let me go ahead and say, I don't think I made a video in a little minute. But yeah, so I guess some folks thought I was going to get back on camera and react to whatever. No, sorry, you don't get my reaction. However, I will respond. When a person has to take the time to go through all your videos just to find one where the comments are open to talk shit, guess what? I took the liberty of going through all of my videos and blocking comments, cutting them off in every one except for one video. Why did I do it like that? Because if you comment on this one video that a lot of people see with some dumb shit, you're going to expose yourself, okay? You're going to be found out to be an open attacker. And you know what? I have a right to protect my energy, okay? Besides, when you ain't got a, y'all ignore the people talking outside. When you actually got a bunch of free time to actually think and hear your thoughts and hear what's being put in your spirit about you or upcoming events for you, like, you need that time not to be worried about nobody else. So I will say this here. God already showed me what that was about. Sometimes people will try to make you feel lesser than to make you say those lesser than things to yourself over yourself because they can't get you no other type of way. And the moment you say anything lesser than over yourself that somebody else said, you've cursed your own self, because they don't have the power to do it. People don't really just have the power to do that unless the other person in a subconscious level or conscious level agrees with what they're saying. So yeah, nice try. Yeah, I won't be speaking anything negative over my own life, okay? Because I actually love myself. So anyways, mocking people, because I said I'm going to make 2 videos, okay? But mocking people through their transitioning from one thing to something else will get you fucked up and put in other predicaments. Like, I saw something earlier this morning, not on YouTube, somewhere else. Sometimes when a person got up enough courage to say, look, I done went too far in this, I done went too far in that, I done did this and I done did that, and I'm kind of shook because the next video is gonna have y'all like, Yeah, the next video is it's a doozy. I'm saying that because once you find out plans that the enemy had for your ass, and you blurt it out and say, yeah, I know what you're doing or what you're trying to do, then he got to go back to the drawing board and say, fuck, I can't go this way. Let me see how can I go. And then each time you recognize shit for what it is, say what it is, and be like, nope, not happening. He got to keep going back to the drawing board on your ass, which gets them a little tired, and then they gonna eventually come after the person that was starting the bullshit. Okay? Yeah. And that's spiritual warfare. So anyway, like I was about to say a minute ago before I decided to throw that up in there, mocking people through their transitional periods. Okay? You need to be careful what you say. And this is not about me. Okay? If a person has declared in front of multiple people that, they went too far out with certain plans, certain things in their life that they should not have done, because God actually convicted the person to say, hey, that they realize they don't have to explain shit to people, because nobody know them better than God know them. Okay? Like, you have somebody sitting there saying, God hates divorce. God hates divorce. And you better be careful. If you don't know why a person is divorcing, you better be careful, because you might be ordering up your own fucking karma. I'm going to tell you why. If this person had to hide their bruises via wearing long sleeve shirts, or putting a ton of makeup on their face, or wearing turtlenecks in the summertime to cover up bruises, choke marks, stab wounds, whatever the fuck, and you don't know how they cried in private, you don't know what they told God, you don't know that they was like, probably had one of those moments like I had in one of those videos where I was telling you about, if you were punished for a wrong choice, you know it. If God was punishing you for a wrong choice. And I'm going to keep referring to that video because it's so fucking relevant. Okay? If you don't see what a person went through on the backside, you do not get a right to say, I'm going to just pray that off that person. You're going against God, okay? Because you don't know what God told that person to do. So when I say you might be ordering up your karma, dialing up your karma by doing that, let me tell you how. Because you yourself, say if you have a husband, you could wake up one day and it could be like the straw that break the camel's back, and your husband just all of a sudden turns abusive on you, starts whooping your ass, but you were profoundly professing God hates divorce. So now you got two options. Your husband is doing all kinds of dumb shit to you, not just beating you, cheating on you too. And people always like to take scripture out of text and be like, a threefold cord is not easily broken. Yes, but what three cords are tied together? Is it you, your husband, his mama? Or is it you, your mama, and your husband? See, if God ain't in that shit, I'm sorry. Y'all ain't never was tied together, okay? Because we put shit together a lot of times. We do. And I speak about the stuff that I speak about on my channel because there's a lot of people that feel like it's okay. And maybe if I just put a smile on and just do this and go along to get along, I could hide my bruises. I could hide the chastisement. Right now, with all the shit going on in this world, if you choose to stay in the midst of some bullshit that you know is weighing your ass down heavily, you're going to have a Job moment. I'm sorry, because if you can't be praying for God to take you out of something and at the same time praying against it, I'm sorry. Be like, Ray gonna change. Ray gonna change. Ray gonna No, he not. Or vice versa. Regina gonna change. Regina gonna change. Regina gonna... No, she not. No, she not. And if you keep sitting there telling God to take everything away that don't serve a purpose, that's not connected to your destiny, and then shit start moving the fuck out the way, don't call it the devil, okay? So when you speak shit like that about God hates divorce, and you know this person maybe told one or two people that they was getting the shit beat out of them, and you sitting there like, oh, the Lord fix it, okay? And you them part of their wedding vows about till death do y'all part gonna be their reality, because they sit there and decided they was, you know, they wanted to be you to be a fan of them so bad that they decided to live a lie even though they were hurting inside. Not my narrative. Been there, done that, okay? Some people will mock you during transition. Like, man, it's crazy. Then they decide to go through their shit. Then instead of saying God hates divorce, then they get up. Then they have to get up on a podium and say, or wherever they are. Or maybe they might be on YouTube, but maybe they have to come on a video and come clean and say, well, their spouse was beating them. And that they're sorry to disappoint y'all all, but the life that y'all thought that they had was not what you thought they had. They just couldn't take it anymore and they needed to vent. See, that's why it's important not to look up to nobody else like they are just your God, okay? Everybody can hear from their creator if you just fucking listen. Maybe sometime you trying to do some shit that's blocking your ears. Or maybe you hearing, but you ain't hearing correctly. This video is going to tie into the next one. I'm so ready to end this video because I'm like almost so over this right here because I want to get to the good shit. And I say the good shit because I actually sat and I thought about it and I was like, God, can I say this? Can I say this? Can I say this? I need to say this because some stuff, if you hold it in and you don't say it and expose a plan that was planned against you by fucking evilness, then it's pretty much like you giving the go ahead for it to continue. And what you allow continues. Okay? My hand is fucking shook, okay? Because it's that deep what I want to fucking say in this next video. So I think I'm going to just go ahead and almost close this one out and say, if you don't know what somebody is dealing with on the backside of shit, don't sit there and try to pray something back together that God is actually knocking the fuck apart because they ask. You don't know that person like you think you do. It's like taking a Mercedes Benz to get fixed at a fucking Hyundai dealership. The Hyundai don't know too much about no fucking Mercedes. They got their own fucking lots where they can fix their own shit or whatever like that. So don't think, if you ain't even got the tools to fix this person or even understand by what you're hearing, then shut the fuck up. Don't try to pray something back together that God is clearly ripping apart in somebody else's life. You did not see the tears they cried. You did not know how much courage it took to stand up and say, hey, this is what I've seen in my own life. And you know what? That makes you a better person. Because you need to watch out for these people that always got a word for somebody else, but don't never tell you what God told them, about what they need to change about them. Okay, whenever a person is sitting there and they have their own thoughts and say, thus said God, but they ain't never, like, God didn't tell you about your attitude. Because I know God told me about mine. Because when I said that my words hold weight, they starting to hold weight. Y'all remember that video that I made about, that said something about I'm on Team Tabitha Brown with this one. And I was making this bold ass statement loudly about I would love to be as calm as Tabitha. Well, guess what? When I spoke that out into the atmosphere, how she got so calm wasn't because nobody wasn't fucking with her. No. She just learned a different way to handle it. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to come on here like, hello there. That's not me. I'm still going to be me, but I'm going to need to like pull back the reins a little bit and know how far to take it and see what's worth arguing and what's not worth arguing. Because in 5 years, the people that's doing whatever the fuck they doing, I'm probably not even going to know your name in 5 years. I'm going to be too bitty. I'm going to be too busy living, loving, and laughing. Doing this. And you're going to be sitting there plotting and saying, thus said the Lord. Or God told you this and God told you that. If God can't even tell you nothing about yourself or check you in other areas, and you got some people say, well, that's personal what God told me. Not everything. Some things God tell you about yourself you can share, okay? Unless you can't hear from God. Okay? So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video right here because I need to get to the other one. And it's about, I want to go ahead and say it has something to do with that video about cursed gifts, cursed items. It was a video that I did about cursed items because I was like, that video from when I made it, that's something that came to me at the time some months ago. And now I'm getting the what behind the why. But because I kept asking God about like, okay, I need to know what's this, what's that, what's this, what's that. And it's like, got to show you other stuff first. Because sometimes you won't like fully understand certain things until it's time for you to understand those things. And time is now. So yeah, I'm going to get my thoughts together and I'll be back with the next video. Bye.